Hello everybody and welcome to Dimitry News E3 edition. Now we're gonna be looking at the newest games shows at the E3 conferences. We have a whole list of games to go through. So let's just start with... EA! Woohoo! EA, they released Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We have Sims 4 expansion, which is gonna cost like $60 more than the original game, but don't worry guys, we're still gonna buy it. We have FIFA 10, what am I on about? We have FIFA 20 for all the football players out there. And they also released new Apex Legends character, along with a Battlefield 5 map. How can we forget the new Madden game? Of course, EA. If you're into sport, this category is for you. The new Star Wars game is gonna be single player. I'm actually really excited for that. Is this what Star Wars 1313 should have been? I still see some videos crying about that being cancelled.
This fucking makes the game. It was gonna be really good. I was really looking forward to it.
Moving on to the next conference, we have... Microsoft! Woohoo! Starting off with Microsoft, we have the Minecraft 2 Magic. It's just Minecraft Dungeons. It's like, have you guys played Path of Exile? Have you guys played Diablo? Have you guys played like a top from bottom looter? Oh? Well, the game is just like that. Woohoo! And now, what y'all been fucking waiting for. My first game I ever pre-ordered and bought full price on Steam is... Cyberpunk!
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Holy shit. John Wick is fucking in this game, man. Do I even need to be here? He might just do the whole goddamn E3 news for me.
Then check this out.
Moving on, Microsoft announced something called Game Pass. Now, Game Pass, basically you buy something for you buy the pass for $15, and you get a shit ton of games, but you don't fucking own those games. If the Game Pass runs out, rip all your games. Games as a service. It's a fucking scam. If I'm wrong, correct me in the chat. I'll be more than happy to know that this is actually not the case. But sadly, the way I see it, it is. We got a new Gears of War game for all the shooter slowers out there. And yes, for those who like strategy games, we of course have Age of Empire 2 Remake, or Definitive Edition, as they would like to call it. If your childhood was this franchise, like mine, because I played the first game when I was a kid, then you could be looking to buy it. Honestly, support the developers, woohoo. Now, here's the game that is trying to compete with the new Star Wars game from EA. It's Lego Star Wars. It's got everything Star Wars wants. Lightsabers. That's it. Remember like the year 2015, 16? I don't even fucking remember at this point, but a shit ton of zombie games were really popular. And so here's the zombie game from that year. Just a sequel. It's Dying Light 2. It has open world if you're an open world lover. It's got a parkour system, you can roam around the city. Honestly, I'm looking forward for this game. From the game company that can count more than Valve is Borderlands 3. It's the same old Borderlands you know and love, just more content, of course. Some might say this is the most important game from the Microsoft conference. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. Woohoo! Moving on to the next conference, we have... Now moving over to Bethesda. Yeah, from the disappointment of Fallout 76, Bethesda honestly is not really known for making open world multiplayer shooter games. So I guess this was maybe a bit too ambitious for them, and that they couldn't really pull off at launch. But they said fuck it and they just made a battle royale out of it. We also got Doom. Y'all wanted Elder Scrolls 6 reveals? Pfft. Nah, we're gonna give you this Elder Scrolls Mobile, actually 2 Elder Scrolls Mobile games. Now this is a bit interesting game, it's called Deathloop. As I see the gameplay, or the story at least in this, is the way that you sort of die over and over again, but you come back and learn from your failures and stuff like that. If you're really into that time travel aspect as a story, then I suggest this game, because I watched some films about like looping back in time. For example, Happy Death Day, Edge of Tomorrow, and Groundhog Day are all very good movies about that takes this concept as this game is trying to pull off. And if you really hate Nazis, then you have your new Wolfenstein game where you can kill them over and over and over again. Because fuck them Nazis, am I right? This is, I think this trailer is one of the best that came out of the Bethesda conference. It's the new spooky game. It's spooky. Called Ghostwire Tokyo. The trailer honestly looks really good. It's like, look at them, they're all just disappearing. Oh shit, man, where the fuck am I? It's from the creators of Evil Within. Ooh, the noodle transition is making me nut, man. Holy shit. I mean, the developers are super cute, let's be honest.
Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Moving on to the next conference, we have... Square Enix! Yeah, Square Enix basically gave us a bunch of new Final Fantasy games. If you're a weeb or like anime, I guess it's something you can look at. Sadly, Hitman being like an independent company now and not a part of Square Enix publishment, we don't really know if there's going to be any new Hitman stuff. So for all of you Hitman fans out there, feels bad, man. And yet the Tomb Raider franchise has sorta ended, so... But if you like Final Fantasy, then woohoo! It's a very good conference. But moving on to the next conference, we have... Devolver Digital. You just have to watch this to understand.
What the fuck is this, and where the shit is my adoring audience?
Hello, and welcome to the first ever Devolver Direct. Fantastic video game year for all the...
Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Oh, roll the trailer or whatever.
Introducing Devolver Bootleg,
Whoa, wait, what?
the world's first official gray market game launcher that exclusively rips off our own games.
Holy fuck!
Introducing Enter the Gungeon, House of the Gundam, to create an original light gun arcade cabinet based in the Enter the Gungeon universe.
With the first expected delivery of real, actual cabinets to real, actual arcades and real, actual homes around the real, actual world in early 2020. This is real, this is actual, this is happening. Steal from your parents if you need to, and you will.
Ubisoft. If you're a huge Ubisoft fan like me, and like the open world games that they put out, then you're gonna be excited for Roller Champions! It's not an open world game, it's not a shooter, it's not Assassin's Creed. It's just like, imagine Rocket League just with humans. It's a very good concept, actually. Now, we got Ghost Recon Breakpoint though, and now, for the game you have all been hyped for, it's Watch Dogs Legion. Very ambitious in what they're trying to say. They're trying to basically say that any NPC around the city that you will find, you can recruit and be that NPC, and all the cutscenes are gonna be with that NPC in mind. And the animations are sort of gonna play with the NPC. So if you're playing as a grandmother, your animations, you're gonna walk like a fucking grandmother, you know? And if you're playing as a teenager, you're just gonna run normally or really fast. Who the fuck knows? I'm really excited to see if they can pull this off or not. As far as I can see, it looks a bit promising, but I think it requires a lot of work, and I think it will come out with a little bit of bugs going Ubisoft. I've seen the Twitch chat during the conference, and they really wanted Splinter Cell. I don't really think we're gonna be seeing Splinter Cell in a really long time. I remember when Blacklist just came out, there were some articles that Splinter Cell was gonna take a very big break, or not gonna pour out any games. Moving on to the next conference, we have... For all the Nintendo fans out there, starting off with the big cake, a teaser trailer for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Very good game. If I had Switch, I would play it. But I mean, let's be honest. The best thing that came out of the conference from Nintendo is the new Animal Crossing game. Woohoo! Oh shit, it's delayed. F for following conference. And yes, here are some honorable mentions. You got your SpongeBob remake. Woohoo! My whole fucking childhood is in this game right here. Y'all better fucking play this. For all you erotic players out there, we have Game of Thrones reveal trailer. You can go watch it. But what really went under the radar, that wasn't on E3, but I still take a note, is Koikatsu Party! Now on Steam, finally came to the West. I'm really proud of Illusion releasing games to the West, honestly. It's a new step for them, considering what happened, was it 7 years ago? Replay. To check out Koikatsu Party, you can create your own waifu, and you can of course fuck that waifu that you create. There's sort of like a school dating simulation as well in the game. If you're into that type of stuff, then hell yeah, this game is a fucking must-have, honestly. Support the developer. The more people support Illusion, the more games you can see on the Western market. So go buy it. I even have a tutorial on how to apply the patch to that game. But that's all for E3. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.